Three coffees before 11 AM kind of day. I can really only apologise for what is going on here today. I had full intentions of getting up and washing my hair and putting some makeup on and being really presentable and put together for this video. Is that gonna happen? I gotta tell you, it's not gonna happen. So instead, it's maybe some kind of Snow White after a particularly heavy Friday night kind of look. But that just kind of matches the mood of what's going outside right now. The weather. Can we be particularly British right now and talk about how crappy this weather is? It's supposed to be the summertime. We're nearly in June. I'm looking outside and it looks like someone's desaturated the world. It's real, it's not exactly uplifting, but here I am to try and rectify that and brighten your day a little. I haven't done just like a click the camera on and see what happens kind of vlog style video for ages. But there's a couple of reasons I've done one today. Number one, Adam's gone off to the office today. He's kind of like dipping his toes in the water with kind of going back into central London, and he's finding it okay. I think it kind of like breaks up the week for us both quite nicely. So yeah, he's gone into London today, so I'm on me lonesome, and to keep me from just talking to the cat all day, the other option is to talk to a camera. Is it any wonder I sometimes feel like I'm going slightly crazy? Reason number two, I think I might attempt to do some house things today, some like DIY stuff. Attempt is always the operative word. And number three, I just felt a bit lonely and a bit flat this morning. It's very grey, the mood is grey. Try the grey stuff, it's delicious. And turning the camera on always helps to kind of keep me company and pep me up a little bit, because I have to at least try and be funny. So, hello. Hope you're doing really well. We just got back from a little trip yesterday. It was my 30th birthday trip. For my birthday, Adam booked us like the most gorgeous little kind of farmhouse style little apartment just outside of Bath, like in a really kind of sleepy farmery kind of village. And it was this woman's like gorgeous, pretty massive cottage, and then they almost had like a little outhouse apartment that's like attached to it, and that's what they run as an Airbnb. I'll link it down below for anyone who's interested. It was so nice to, I was gonna say like spend time just the two of us. Obviously we've done a lot of that in the past 18 months, but to like, it was like quality time rather than just sitting next to each other on the sofa and doing different activities. That's the kind of not great quality time that we've been spending with each other like through the pandemic, I guess. But to be kind of like somewhere interesting and have new things to talk about and do fun things together and really enjoy each other's company was just so nice. And also, how nice is Bath? Saturday that we were there, we were so lucky because it was like radiant sunshine for like 60% of the day, which was amazing. It was like the nicest surprise ever. So we got to do loads of lovely like wandering through the city in the sunshine. We even played some mini golf because when on holiday, one must play some mini golf. I don't make the rules. For me, when I think of that city, the thing I think of is that kind of like Georgian architecture of the houses that kind of like go round in a curve. So it was so cool to see them in person. Like, they're just amazing. How they built those in like the 1700s, I have no idea, but it really makes you feel like you're in a Jane Austen story. It's pretty amazing. Just so nice to get away, isn't it? And it's made me think like I definitely want to have like a couple of things in the diary every couple of months to look forward to, because it's such a mood booster being able to count down to something nice again. I think we've had such a massive expanse of just like unknown long periods of time with nothing really in them. And not having anything to really kind of strive to and count down the days to and look forward to and get excited about has been a long slog. So it just feels amazing to be looking forward to things. I am actually going back up to Liverpool, to the Wirral, in a couple of weeks to see my family and my friends, which I just can't believe is finally happening. So that's the next thing that I'm really looking forward to. But I think, you know what I mean, just having those like almost like building blocks like dotted through your calendar is just, it's a good feeling again, isn't it? Oh, I'll show you the cool couple of things that we brought back from Bath actually. They're not particularly like souvenirs, they're just things that we ended up bringing home. Probably a surprise to approximately no one. They're mostly edible. Oh, this is nice. Some little spiky moments for you. Very boy band. One of the like main tourist attractions of Bath. If you're from there, you'll know all about this, and it's probably really weird to hear me talking about it. But one of the main little touristy spots is this place called Sally Lunn's, which is like a little, It's like a little I think you can like eat proper meals there and stuff, but what it's famous for is this lady called Sally Lunn who lived there back in ye olden times, and she baked these buns, and how do you describe them? We got one to share because they were absolutely enormous. Bun is a very deceiving way of describing it. And they're like a cross between like a bread roll, but really, really super duper light. Almost more like a brioche, but maybe even lighter. We did a little takeaway with our bun. We took it back to the cottage and had it in front of the fire, which was a pretty cracking decision. But we bought some of this stuff, which is Sally Lunn's homemade cinnamon butter, and this is what we put on the buns. And this is literally, I mean, the ingredients are butter, dark brown sugar, ground cinnamon. Delicious. So this is a nice little souvenir to have brought home. It smells like a candle that I would burn in the living room. I'm not sure you can really call this a souvenir, but we've also got some leftover cake. This is from a cafe called Good Day Cafe. Definitely a little must-visit spot. It's like the cutest little cafe. So we've got a segment of Milky Bar Blondie left, and also some Nutella Rocky Road. Look at that. It's a chunky boy. It was a very nice little spot to sit and have a coffee and a cake in. That was lovely. And I also bought a book because there was the coolest bookshop there. It was called Mr. B's Emporium. When I said it to Adam, I was like, I want to go to this place, Mr. B's Emporium, and he was like, Mr. Bean's Emporium, yes please. I bought myself, obviously, when in Rome, when in a cool bookshop, one must buy a book. So I bought this. I was going to buy a Jane Austen because that felt like the right thing to do in Bath, but I already have copies of Jane Austen books. So I thought I'd buy something that I actually really wanted to read. So I bought this, Hamnet. And I think, if I've read about this one correctly, it's about the son of Shakespeare, which is really cool. I think that's a really cool premise. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that. This is the enormous pile of laundry, which I'm going to make a start on for today. Very exciting. And a job which has become the most annoying thing that we have to do semi-regularly at the moment is the fox keeps getting into our bins. We have to put our bins out the night before for the bin men to come and collect. And then the night that they're all out, like in front of the house, the foxes just have an absolute Skins style rave with all of our bin bags. So every Tuesday morning I have to go out and clear it all up. We need to buy some kind of like bin shed or something. Oh, exciting. You're glad you tuned into this one. Let's go and clean the bins, everyone. Come on. Obligatory cute sleeping cat photo, who seems to be hugging her own leg here. That's some real impressive flexibility there, Flo. Proud of you. Okay, you have a busy day there.
So you live in the dream. You should see through someone else's side. Another cipher to break, while the grass grows underneath my feet.
Looking slightly floofier now than previously. The greasy hair was crossing a boundary that was no longer acceptable. So I'm also just going to do a little bit of skincare and give this face a little bit of TLC, because as you can see, my chin is not my friend. I've bitten my lips to shreds. Oh, it feels very dry and sad. So just a little interlude to the working day today while I sort my entire life out. Eye cream. And we all know that this can only mean one thing: the monthly trouble and strife that we must go through. Once a month, nothing but spotty chins and unexplainable rage. And then the menopause, and then death. So I've gone for this lovely cozy little sweatshirt. This is from Joni. This was gifted actually, I'd better let you know that. It's this lovely cozy navy sweatshirt, and then it says "Make It Happen" in this really cute embroidery. I think this is actually a collaboration with, oh, I can't remember her name, but I'll make sure to link it down below. It's a ceramic artist, and they've like recreated her designs and patterns in clothing, which I think is such a cool collaboration. And the jeans aren't looking too great right now, actually. I've been wearing them for a few days in a row, so they've lost their shape a little bit. But these are from the ASOS Hourglass range, I think. And yeah, really comfy. So when it comes to work stuff at the moment, I am a lady of many hats. My hat collection is large, and I kind of just pick each bit up when I need to and then drop it and switch over to something else. I need to get a bit like a better structure to take it in turns with it all, to be honest. I'm thinking about how I can shape my working week a little bit more successfully now than I am right now, which is literally just looking at my to-do list and being like, oh shit, better do that. Got a little bundle of Etsy orders to get done, so I'm gonna do that right now. Gonna wrap them up, gonna package them, set them up for posting. It looks like it's mostly orders for my little care cards at the moment. I did a restock of these the other day, so I've got my 4 little care cards designs, which I'm really proud of. I love them so much. They're just meant to be like cute little reminders that you're there for someone and you're thinking of them if they're having a tricky time. And I've also got a shiny new little birthday card. So I'm going to package up these last couple of orders. I think I need a few of these and then we'll see where we're up to. Okie doke. So orders are all packed. If you ordered something, look out for your yay and your little Gold Does Road sticker. So I'm going to pop these little bits to the post office and I'll be back soon. Okay, this is the exciting bit. This is the real reason I've turned on the camera today. Also, the wily amongst you might notice, yes, this is my 3rd outfit change of the day. Stay fabulous. Put my DIY dungies on and a very scruffy t-shirt because I'm about to talk stairway to heaven, stairway, this one. The next kind of big job on our list for this house is this slightly tragic sight of a kitchen. We haven't really got the ball rolling with that yet. Obviously that involves going to like kitchen showrooms and chatting to people and really thinking about a big project. So until we get a bit more stuck in with that one, I thought I would kind of keep the momentum going a bit and get started on this space, which is, I mean, we call it a hallway. It's more just like a dank dark stairwell. It's not very appealing. And this little hallway is the last bit of the house which we've left basically completely untouched. This is exactly as it was when we moved in about 18 months ago. Obviously either side of it, the living room is nice and fresh and lovely and very our style, and the kitchen we've kind of tried to do as much as we can. This, however, remains completely untouched. We've got this very tragic, very gross carpet running all the way up. We've got the last of the slightly disgusting magnolia paint on the walls. We've got a banister which isn't really doing itself any favours, and then that is the top of the stairs with a little radiator. It's actually extremely dark. If I turn the light down on the camera slightly, you'll get a bit more of a feel of what it looks like. It's very dark. There's obviously kind of no real lights or windows up here. So I basically need to brighten this up as much as I can. Since moving in, I kind of had a bit of a That's So Raven vision in my head of what I wanted to do to it. I wanted to get rid of the manky carpet. I wanted to have the stairs like a lovely bare wood all the way up and then a nice runner. That was always the vision I had in my head. However, I took the plunge the other day and dived under the carpet to see what we were working with. It's not a pretty sight, let me tell you. So I've actually lifted the bottom section of this carpet here. Please excuse all the gross cat hair disgustingness. I've generally given up on trying to make this carpet look decent. So yeah, I've pulled up this bottom section of carpet to show you what it's like underneath. And unfortunately they're not the bare wooden stairs of dreams that I was hoping for. And it turns out this is pretty common. I've seen this a lot online. So basically these wooden stairs, a lot of them were given this kind of white runner either side back in the day, like in the 60s, 70s kind of time. A lot of these wooden stairs were painted white either side and then had a runner up the middle, which is similar to what I wanted to do, but I wanted this to all be bare wood. I was hoping they'd all be naked and I could just varnish them and make them look lovely. Alas, they are not looking too fresh. And to get rid of that paint is a really big job. So I actually had a decorator around to have a chat about it with him. And he was basically horrified by the idea of trying to get rid of that white paint off the stairs and get the stairs like fresh naked wood again. He basically said don't bother. He said it would be a long job and therefore an expensive job. Based on day rates and stuff, it would be a lot. Having chatted to people who've done it themselves, they have warned me against it, especially when it comes to, you know, this being a fairly old house, lead paint risks, all that kind of stuff. It's just a lot. You know, when it comes to doing up this house, we've had to really choose like where to splash out and where to compromise, and things that are worth putting a lot of money into and things that aren't worth putting a lot of money into. And I think this kind of quite humble set of stairs, which aren't like a statement or anything, I don't really think it's worth us spending a lot of money on having them, you know, perfect. So I've ummed and ahed for ages about what we should do with this. and I've done some mock-ups on Photoshop. That is something that I like to do when I'm thinking about what to do with this house. So obviously this is a very basic, crude kind of mock-up of what is going on here. But basically, I'm thinking we're gonna do white walls to really brighten up that dark space, keep it as bright as possible. Hopefully it'll look a little bit fresher and cleaner than the magnolia does right now. I'm thinking a little bit of pink up at the top, like a nice soft peachy-ish kind of pink, and then cover up the radiator up here as well in the pink. I think that'll look really cute. And then a nice runner on the white wood. And then maybe the little skirting could be the matching pink to tie it all in a bit. I'm sure this doesn't look great. This is really gonna have to be one of the trust the vision kind of things. Adam trusts me to have a go and see what I can come up with. I have chosen a runner to go up the stairs, which I think is going to be really nice. It's like a vintagey kind of patterned style carpet. I've got the pink paint. This is the thing, isn't it? Like when you're not doing something too complicated, like when it's just paint basically, you can paint over it if it's a disaster. Oof, God, this is heavy. I've gone for Lick again. We've used this all over the house. Some of it's been gifted, some of it's been paid. We paid for this one. So this is in the shade Pink 02. I did actually order some of their handy little colour samples. Let me show you. When you order colour samples from Lick, rather than being like paint pots, they come as these like colour match stickers. They're super accurate as well. They're so clever and so handy. You can just like peel them off. So I picked up these 3 colours, which I thought might be nice for a little pop of colour at the top of the stairs. This one was way too grey. This isn't what I was after. This Pink 01 was too pale. I thought that would just be too pale if we were gonna do like a little pop of colour when the rest is white. Like if you look at this white radiator, that's not gonna be much of a pop against a white wall. But then Pink 02, I thought was very pretty actually. It's still quite pale. So we're gonna have a cute little pink radiator. I did think about changing the type of radiator, but because this isn't a very big space at the top of the stairs, we need something as flat as possible basically. So I'm just gonna keep this and paint it a cute little pink colour. So that's the plan. I still don't know if I'm completely on board with it myself, but I think it will be nice. It's just the idea of like painting stairs and stuff I'm a little bit unsure of. But I think it's gonna be nice. This means I have to go into the shed, our cursed shed, which is just full of so much crap, it's unbelievable. Send help. Okay, I'm armed with a super stylish dust mask. It's extremely uncomfortable. It's almost like these weren't designed for ponytails and scrunchies. So I've managed to pull up the first like proper stair bit of carpet to see what is actually underneath here. So it looks like there's quite a lot of like little staples and nails and stuff chilling in here. So I guess I'm gonna have to try and get these out. I should probably just say, I'm sure at this point for anyone who has watched me do anything in this house so far, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm probably doing it wrong, and this is probably highly unsafe. Don't try this at home. Just so frustrating. These would have been pretty nice if they'd all just been this plain wood, which we could have polished up to perfection, but I think maybe I'm gonna need some kind of crowbar to get these up. But we'll see what happens. If anyone has a crowbar lying around, I'm gonna pop around to borrow it. Thanks very much. This spongy stuff that was underneath the carpet is actually gross. It's like a little bit soggy. I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, gotcha. I guess I'll have to just run my finger over and check that I haven't missed any. What am I going to do about these? Interesting. I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I did it with this tiny tool that I don't know where this came from. But hey, it's a start. It's a start. Work. than I was expecting. I've probably got a mask line around my face. Oh, that's pretty. I am sweaty and my knees hurt, but I'm making very good progress. So I'm about halfway done. Look at these. Do you know what? I don't really know what's going on here, because obviously this is the natural bear stair, the bear stair. Then they've obviously had a cream runner at some point, but then there's like a white stripe here, which is maybe when they painted this, I guess. But then why would you do that? I guess maybe they painted this and then laid that carpet. So anyway, we've got like a two-tone stripe going on, which I don't hate. There's 13 steps in total. I have now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm over halfway. And it was funny as well, actually, because halfway through the carpet came off. So the carpet was like in 2 bits. So half the carpet is just chilling here. I was very relieved about that, actually, because it was getting very heavy to like keep rolling it up the stairs. So I'm gonna keep going until I've got all this done. It's funny, some of the like strips of nails are really easy to get off, and some of them are really, really tricky and are taking like all my body weight to lift them off. It's a task and a half, but a very satisfying one. I feel like this whole space already looks better as well, with that like brighter colour showing rather than the dark brown. I think it's going to be a job worth doing, that's for sure. Wow, that was exhausting. Anyone who removes carpet for a living, I salute you, my friend. You must have better lung capacity than myself. Really good progress. I'm so pleased with myself. We have a whole staircase rid of carpet, and it actually looks in pretty good condition as well. It needs a good sand, just to smarten things up a bit, but hey, look at that. I actually quite like the stripes. I won't do a stripy staircase, don't worry, but I do like it. But it is now 7 PM and I'm absolutely exhausted. That took me probably about 3.5 hours to pull up all the nail boards and pull up every staple in the staircase and brush it all up and stuff. It's now got really echoey in here as well. We're definitely going to need to add a few bits and bobs in to get rid of the echo. Big job, bigger than I was expecting, but I'm really pleased with myself doing it. And they're actually quite nice, so I think we'll be able to scrub them up quite nicely. Adam is playing football tonight after work, which I totally forgot about, so I have to feed myself this evening. No chef boyfriend to do it for me, so I think we've got some leftovers in the fridge from when he made his signature sausage pasta the other night, which we've done a video on if you're interested. So I think I'm just going to heat some of that up, and then I think I've earned a bath, because I'm absolutely filthy. I can feel like the dust under my feet. I definitely need a good scrub, that's for sure. But thanks so much for watching. Step 1 of the stairs transformation, hopefully. I still haven't really decided what to do with it, but I guess I'll just make it up as I go along, just for a change. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It's been a pleasure, and it's nice to catch up with you. So I will see you very soon with another video.